I take my dog over to Dunkin' Donuts to get a donut every couple of days if he behaves himself, which he tends to for the most part. There's a girl that works over there, and she sometimes watches this YouTube, but I forget how this. Okay, so I said, are you celebrating Halloween or whatever? And she had her back to me and she was like making something. And she was like, what? And I said, are you celebrating Halloween? She's like, I don't. And I said, well, for somebody that's not celebrating Halloween, you sure seem to be into dressing up like it every day. And she's like, what? And I said, never mind. I said, oh, stupid. It was just a dumb, like, fucking corny joke. I said, you sure seem to, like, dress up like it's Halloween every day for someone that's not into it. And she was like, oh, okay. You know, it was just a goofy, fucking, stupid joke. She's like, no, I'm not, I don't think I'm, she's like, no, I'm not doing nothing for Halloween. And I was like, oh, okay. Maybe I should ask this girl out. So I was trying to get a time to give her a card or whatever and tell her, like, hey, here's my business card. I want to, I'm trying to drive and look at this fucking idiot in the mirror. I said, in my head, I'm going to slide her a card. I'm not going to ask her for her number at work because I just don't do that, and I don't like to waste my time, so I just give them the card. They can call and text, whatever. So I just couldn't get a good time in between customers, and then she's on the thing, on the earpiece, going, hey, I want to go to Dunkin'. I'm like, going, fuck, and she's pretty cute too, so I was like, damn, I'm going to have to come back and do this again. And I see her every couple of days. You know what I mean? Like every, probably at least once a week. So Hercules is going to be mad after this doesn't work out because we ain't going to be going in there for a while to get his donuts.
In a quarter mile, turn left onto Madonna Road, Old Madonna Road.
We'll have to go down to Circle K or something. But I was thinking, like, I don't know if I want to go out tonight because my ass will probably want to go to the gym or go to bed by 8:30. But like tomorrow,
At the light, turn left onto Madonna Road, Old Madonna Road.
tomorrow, and I was just talking to a friend of mine. He's going out with this girl, and I said, what do you guys plan on doing? He's like, oh, we're going to go see blah, blah, blah. I said, bro, don't take her to a movie. He's like, no, she wants to see it. I go, bro, did she tell you that? Did she bring it up? He's like, no, but I said, dude, if you're wrong, you're never going to see her again. I said, don't fucking do that. I said, do this. I said, because I have a feeling you're full of shit. What would you do? I'd tell you what I would do. I wouldn't even bother with the movies. I said, girls want to be taken someplace that's not, like miniature golf, river walk, go down the river. There's bars if you want to fucking get her or get lit up and fucking make some bad decisions later on.
Madonna Road for 4 miles.
Go fucking to like one of those, what is that place called, where you can play games if you want to spend a whole bunch of money unnecessarily for no reason. There's a roller skating rink you can go to. I mean, there's shit you can do. Go to the river walk, go to the beach, or go to a state park, go out, I mean, I've gone on dates where I picked a girl up. I didn't even know where we were going until she got in the car and I said, what do you feel like doing? And she's like, what do you like? And I would have kind of a rough idea in my head and we'd go but I was thinking, like the one time, so all my friends, being a guy that's never been married, I came back home after being gone from my hometown for like 11 years. Well, everybody's now getting divorced. So there was a girl that lived down the street from my high school sweetheart. And, I always, had like a little crush on her. She kind of looked like Britney Spears. but a little taller. And I had a big crush on Britney Spears, so it was a fucking win-win. Well, I moved back home and I was staying with a friend of mine, and she lived down the street. And she just showed up one day on my doorstep, and she was kind of like buzzed. And I was like, what are you doing? She's like, oh, I thought I seen you. Did you just move back home? And I said, yeah. I said, what's going on? And she's like, oh, I'm in a horrible marriage. We're getting divorced. I said, okay, gotcha. I said, well, you're on Facebook, right? And I said, are you under your married name? And she said, yeah. And she gave it to me. I looked her up on Facebook. Never really talked much to her after that, but then she moved in with her mom. One day, I moved back to Buffalo, further away, and she said, what are you doing today? I said, I'm coming down to my hometown, which is outside of Buffalo, to go take some pictures of this abandoned building. She said, all right, I want to go with you. And I was like, come on. I was like, all right. I said, I'll be down there in a couple hours. I said, you want me to pick you up at 2? Where do you live? Pick her up. Now, on the way down there, I was thinking, like, man, I really want to fuck this chick. You know what I mean? I mean, I'm just being honest with you. I feel like I can do that at this juncture. I said, I should just stop and get condoms, take them out of the box, put like 2 in your pocket. That way, if you're deep inside this labyrinth of carcinogenic fucking World War II, Cold War compounds, that you don't have to go back out to your car. Don't do that, dude. Be a gentleman. Don't do that. She's not fucking wanting to fuck you in a warehouse. Well, we get to the warehouse, pick her up, blah, 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 blah. As soon as we get in the warehouse, she starts touching me. Like, she's like holding on to me like we're in some haunted cavern. Which later I did see a fucking demon with her. And, it was creepy. So we get in there, she's like grabbing me, and I'm like, then she just grabs me and starts kissing me, and I'm like, Lisa, what are you fucking... She's like, what? And I go, why? I mean, you're just kissing me. You're not even... She's like, yeah, I know. You don't want me to kiss you? And I go, well, I mean, we're in a warehouse. And she's like, yeah? You didn't bring any condoms? And I go... She's like, you didn't bring any condoms? And I go, no. I didn't bring any condoms because I thought that would be like what a fucking serial killer would do. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not trying to be like some fucking, like, maybe that's a fucking, like, what if, like, I'm watching a movie or a documentary later and that comes up and they're like, well, that's a sign of a fucking crazy person, and I find out that about myself later on, that I'm really a fucking sociopath or some kind of fucking nut job. I go, it just would be weird. And then what, I'm going to murder you and stash your fucking body in one of these barrels? I go, it's just, I don't know. Like, it just seems like it's a recipe for a fucking disaster. She's like, well, do you want to go to the store and get some? And I go, yeah, absolutely. So we go to the store. I'm like looking around. She's like, I found some here. And we're at like this small ass store, and everybody in the town that you know is coming in the store. They're like, oh, I seen your mom at church. What are you getting, cigarettes? I'm like, no, these are her son is going out on a date, and I just want to make sure that, you know, he has some of these just in case. She's like, her son's like fucking 3. You know what I mean? Like, I just didn't want somebody to, I don't know, buying condoms is just such a fucking weird thing. You know what I mean? It's necessary, but it's weird. So we get back. I go inside there, and she's like, oh, it smells like paint in here. And I go, yeah, it's an old warehouse. And there's like 4 floors, and I see this kid, and he's like spray painting. And like, she doesn't really see him. She don't have her glasses on or some shit. And I'm like, shh. Now, that could have meant, shh, I'm going upstairs to kill this bitch, okay? Don't say nothing. So we go into the stairwell. I pull this fucking iron door shut. I swear to God, it weighed 400 pounds. I barely could open it when we came back down. I thought we were going to have to fucking like hop off the roof or something. I was like, nobody's getting in this motherfucker, because if the cops come, I'm like, I want to have a chance to, not that I'm like taking my clothes off all the way, but you know what I mean? Like, this shit's about to go down. it was like we went upstairs. There's like a van seat in this one room. There's a fucking pigeon in the window. I'm like, get out of here, bird. And one thing, led to another. I mean, it wasn't the most fucking like Top Gun, like fucking romance. You know what I mean? But for just waking up in the morning and hopping on Facebook and a girl that you used to like in high school, I mean, sometimes that shit, I'll be honest with you, sometimes that shit, I call it trouble. Some people call it luck. Sometimes that shit would just happen. You know what I mean? Like, girls want to have sex with guys just as much as we want to have sex with them. I mean, it's just a myth that women are just sitting there, like, thinking about being holy or something. They're not. You know what I mean? They're not, trust me. So that was our first date, me and her. And then she wanted me to go to 7-Eleven. Take her to 7-Eleven. She buys 3 4 Locos, drinks one.
In a quarter mile,
Outside in New York, you don't drink out in public. She drinks it outside the store. Go, 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 go. Throws it in the garbage, and it was like, bleh, like the loudest burp I heard. I go, what the fuck? She gets in my car, puts a straw in the other one. I go, what are you doing?
Take the next left
I said,
onto Dollastone Drive, then
she's
turn
like,
left
I'm
onto
drinking,
Carabel River
and I
Lane.
go, yeah, I know. It's fucking like 1 o'clock. And she's like, who the fuck is texting me? Yeah, she's hearing noises in the attic again. I don't know what you're hearing in the attic, but there's nothing fucking up there, lady.
Turn left onto Carabel River Lane, then your destination will be on
It's
the
so
right.
fucking annoying. It's like it's probably a tree or something. Dude, I put 2 fucking traps up there with sunflower seeds and all kinds of shit. Trust me, you ain't got nothing going on.
Your destination is on the right.
But yeah, so she drank the fucking, drinking the second one. I'm like, yo, are you like an alcoholic or something? And she was like, yeah, why? And I go, I said, man, well, what the fuck are you drinking like this for? And she said, this is how I drink. She was like, I didn't want to drink vodka today. And I go, what? I go, are you being serious with me? And I go, man, I didn't know you had a fucking drinking problem. And she's like, well, I didn't know you had a drug problem. And I go, yeah, well, I'm fucking, I'm upfront about my fucking issue. I don't know, it was just a big fucking nightmare. That shit didn't go that much further than that. She ended up getting knocked up by some guy. I think she's got 2 kids. Let him fucking have her ass. She's probably fucking, gotten about 15 DWIs by now. She probably ain't even allowed to fucking have a license at this point.